Guys, it happened again. I just got an amazing Facebook Marketplace deal, and I am so excited to go over everything that I just got. As you saw in that little bit there are 3 boxes, and then there's a stack of stuff over here that is all just so much fun. So many awesome items. I have actually yet to go through every single one of these items. When I purchased this today, it was kind of quickly look through the box, decide if I wanted the whole box or not, and then move on. And so there's a lot of stuff in here that I actually do not know fully what is in these boxes. And so I'm going to dive right in because I just got home from 5 hours of driving. It was 2.5 hours there, 2.5 hours back. And I the whole time, I am just so dying to know what is all in these boxes. So I'm going to readjust the camera and then dive into these. So guys, like I said, I have a general idea what I have here, but as of this box over here that's slightly out of frame and the box that's underneath this one, I actually don't know 100% everything that is within those. Last night I was scrolling through Facebook Marketplace, and it's kind of ironic because on my live stream, my live stream on Sunday, I was just talking about how dangerous Facebook Marketplace can be, and not necessarily dangerous in safety like wise, but dangerous in the way that you can find just so many great deals. And so that is what this was. I came across this particular box right here. I looked at it on Facebook. The photo was iffy, like you could kind of make out what was in there, but the one item in there specifically caught my attention. And it was one item that I knew the average person probably wouldn't be collecting. It's an Arrow Video box set. I'll show it off here in a minute. And that kind of told me that whoever's listing this was, they probably had other really solid stuff. And so I went to their other items that they had listed, and sure enough, there was several items there that I was after. That there are items that I would love to have in my own collection. And everything was really like price, very, very good. This box right here was only $25, and I'll go over each individual prices here. And I guess I could just tell you at the very end of the video what I paid for everything. So maybe I won't go over every individual price, but yeah, I was blown away, and the entire ride home, 2.5 hours, I was just, all these movies were sitting in the back seat of my car, and I just wanted to pull over and just look through all of them because I was very, very curious on what all I have here. So I'm going to dive right in. And yeah, I can't believe it. This is a fantastic deal, and I'm very excited. So the first thing here, this is a NECA figure, and this is a Silent Night, Deadly Night NECA figure, put out by Scream Factory, actually. I believe this is actually out of print, so that's kind of fun. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Actually, I was considering selling this one to help cover the cost of everything, but I might have to hold on to that. That's pretty awesome. So we'll see. But that is the first item. But this next item here, this is a Blu-ray box set, an 8-disc trilogy set of The Lion King. Brand new, factory sealed. So that's pretty awesome. Excited to add that to the collection. This actually includes, let's see, Lion King 1.5, and Lion King 2. So it's pretty cool. These next 3 items, these are ones that caught my eye initially too within this lot, and these are ones that I honestly will probably sell off to help cover the cost of this, mainly because I'm not a die-hard fan of this franchise. I've seen the movies once, they're fun, but I don't feel like I need these specific items. And these are like these statues of the Hobbit. So these are like extended edition, like limited edition, I don't even know. But it looks like it's a 5-disc Blu-ray set. You can kind of see here. This one's still, I think this one's, is this new? It looks like it's actually still brand new because the tape's still on the seal. But yeah, it's like a little statue. And so I have that one, and there's another one here of the Hobbit. He has one for each of the movies. And then this one still has the shrink wrap on it. But yeah, they're pretty cool. Again, I'm not like a diehard Hobbit fan, so I feel like I could probably let those go and not feel like I'm missing out too much for the films. If they were the Lord of the Rings ones, I honestly might keep them because I love the Lord of the Rings movies. That's a strong statement. I like the Lord of the Rings movies. I don't like... It's not my favorite franchise of all time, but I do like the films. So yeah, that's these three here. And then I'm going to dive right into this box that is in front of me. And a lot of this stuff is still brand new factory sealed. The collector that, basically, very long story short, it was kind of a death in the family situation, and the person that had all of these things passed away, and so now it's kind of the family selling off a lot of their items. But him as a collector, he didn't open up a lot of his stuff. He kind of kept it all still brand new factory sealed, and so yeah, it's kind of crazy, but I have here, this is the Critters box set put out by Scream Factory. It's the 4 Critters movies. We have Spartacus. I don't know which season. Is this a season? This is a show. I'm not sure which season this is. But we have VHS 2. This includes the Blu-ray, DVD, and VHS tape. I have this in my own collection, which is kind of fun. It's a really cool like thing that they did for this like promotion for the movie. Is they like made it like put the movie on VHS. And this is the set that it caught my eye initially because I know most people don't have this type of collection stuff, and that is the House 2 Stories box set. So this is actually one that I will probably be letting go because I have House 1 through 4 up there, and I don't need 2 different box sets of House. But yeah, this is actually kind of fun, and it has a booklet and everything in there. So yeah, House. And I will say that usually when I do like Facebook things, if I kind of look for specific types of things. If it's someone's collection and it's just like a bunch of generic DVDs, I usually pass on like even trying to like, you know, potentially add it to my collection or not. But if I see boutique stuff within their photos, that is something that I usually will then pursue further to see if I can, you know, potentially get. But let's see here. I have another season of Spartacus on DVD. The Sum of All Fear, or All Fears, sorry. This is cool. This has been on my wish list for a while, and this is the Crystal Lake Memories. It's a documentary about Friday the 13th. The last very large Facebook haul that I did in Pennsylvania, he had this movie and I passed up on grabbing it, and I was very upset about it because I think this is actually out of print now. And I'm like, I should have grabbed it, but I am very happy I have a copy here now. We have The Walking Dead Season 5 on Blu-ray. Walking Dead Season 4. This is also brand new factory sealed on Blu-ray. We have The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug on 3D Blu-ray. We have, let's see, Usual Suspects on DVD. Still Waiting on DVD. Hannibal. Walking Dead Season 1. We have a Sherlock Holmes. Red Dragon. And we have, let's see, Underworld. Let's see, I don't know which Underworld movies these are, but 2 more Underworld films. And then this is a bonus disc for Underworld. It's like a bonus DVD. And then we have The Unborn. 28 Days Later. 30 Days of Night. Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003 Remake. Just, okay, awesome. This does have the, not that I need another one of these, but I have extras of these steel plates that came with the movie. I think that's such an awesome addition of the film. Then we have the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Terminator 3. Another Hobbit movie, An Unexpected Journey. That's the 3D Blu-ray. Another season of Spartacus. I've never actually seen this show, but yeah, another season of that. Walking Dead Season 2. Walking Dead Season 7. Walking Dead Season 3 on Blu-ray. See, this is the Phantasm. This is just a booklet. I believe this is actually the booklet. Interesting. So this is just, yeah, so I got just the booklet to the Phantasm box set. I don't know if maybe they held on to the Phantasm movies and this slipped out. I don't know. Or maybe he sold off it a while ago, but I'm not sure. But we have American Horror Story Freak Show. This is the third season of American Horror Story. And second season. First season. And the 8th season. So this is a show I really should get back into. I watched the first season of it, and I need to actually watch the rest of that show. But and then I have here, this is the Subspecies, the Epic Collection. So this is a full moon box set about all the subspecies movies. But that is it for the first box. So I'm going to set this aside. And then moving on to the second box here. And I will say, so when I originally went to go meet with this person to buy these items, they mentioned in their, like, when we were going back and forth about things, that they had other boxes of movies, and they said they'll just bring them along with, and then I can kind of like decide which box I want. All they wanted was just, they wanted to sell the boxes as a box and not for me just to kind of cherry pick items out of them, which I totally understood. And so we they had all of the boxes. There were four boxes that they had. Two of them had very generic DVDs that I just didn't really care to have in my collection. If they were asking, I think they were asking a little too much for those in my personal opinion, and so I decided to pass up on those. But these ones I feel like I got a pretty good deal on, and so I was happy with these because these were the Blu-ray DVD boxes. The other ones were just like DVDs. So I'm gonna dive right into this one. The first item we have Knock Knock with Keanu Reeves, which is actually a remake of Deadly Game, I believe. Is it Deadly Game? Is that the movie? Death Game. I'm sorry. This is technically a remake of the movie Death Game. We have the movie Horns. Great movie. We have Drinking Buddies. Yeah, never heard of it. We have, let's see. Yeah, I've never heard of this one either. I'll just show that one here. It's a Dark Sky Films release. We have a Criterion, Watership Down on Blu-ray. Another Underworld movie. The Last Waltz by Martin Scorsese. Howling Trilogy, Howling, let's see, 3, 5, and 6, I believe. Interesting. I do not have, actually I don't have Howling 5 and 6 on any disc. Lords of Salem by Rob Zombie. Frank. Let's see, Sing Street. Gone Girl. Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Entourage the Movie. We have 50 Shades of Grey. Ex Machina. Splinter. If you don't like Splinters, this movie is it's a lot. Let's see. Secret in Their Eyes. American Horror Story Season 5 on Blu-ray. All Through the House. This is looks like a Christmas horror film. We have Apocalypse Now. The remake of Suspiria. Great movie. Howling Reborn. I have this one on DVD, but I've yet to watch it. Under the Skin. 31. I Spit on Your Grave 2. The Witch. Grindhouse. This includes Death Proof and Planet Terror. Salo, or the 121 Days of Sodom, a Criterion release. We have 50 Shades Freed, which that's a 4K. I think it's just the third movie. Brand new factory sealed The Thing. This is a Scream Factory Steelbook. It's pretty awesome. Ohio State. This is I don't know, just an Ohio State movie. Antichrist, the Criterion release. Let's see, Never Sleep Again. This is a Nightmare on Elm Street documentary, which is actually one that I've been wanting for my own collection for a while. Finders Keepers. We have a steelbook of Planet Terror and Death Proof, the Grindhouse release. You're Next, a great slasher film. Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. Overlord. 3 from Hell, which I think this was my only Rob Zombie movie I do not own. So that's cool. We have, let's see, 2016 World Series champions. Witchboard. It's a Scream Factory. And Sex Tape. So yeah, that is it for the this box, for the second box. Now on to the last box, but is definitely the biggest one out of all of them. Very excited because I've seen a couple items in here so far when I was looking through it that I'm very excited about. We have the 4K of Jojo Rabbit. I recently actually watched that for the first time. A Quiet Place Part 2. The Green Knight. Mask of the Red Death. A random CD here. I don't know. We have Mall Rats. Clerks. Clerks 2. We have the Scream Factory edition of Creepshow. This is the Blu-ray box set, I guess. Awesome. 4K of Scarface. We have Riddick. Which, wait, this is the Riddick Complete Collection. Sorry, Riddick Complete Collection. That's awesome. We have Subspecies 5. We have the Porky's Ultimate Collection. So the 3 Porky's movies. Howling 2. That's fun. On a Blu-ray. This is from Scream Factory. We have The Howling. This is a Scream Factory, a little dusty, a Scream Factory Blu-ray, I believe. Yeah, Scream Factory Blu-ray Steelbook. We have, this one has some tape on it, so I'm just going to kind of try to get that off. We have The Lost Boys on 4K. The Batman 4K Best Buy exclusive Steelbook. Halloween Kills Best Buy exclusive 4K Steelbook. The Hobbit Motion Picture Trilogy on 4K. We have Krampus. This is the Scream Factory 4K. Silent Night, or Violent Night, sorry, Blu-ray. And we have Faces of Death. This is the first movie on Blu-ray. I didn't even know these were released on Blu-ray, so that's cool. And then, let's see here. This is In Search of Tomorrow. This is a 80s documentary, or a documentary on 80s sci-fi movies. So I didn't know that they I wonder if this is by the same people who did In Search of Darkness, but that's kind of cool. We have Jay and Silent Bob Reboot, which I have not seen this one yet. I need to revisit, or I need to check that out. Doctor Sleep on 4K. Almost Heroes. Zombieland Double Tap 4K, which I have not actually seen this one either. Let's see, Fightville. This is, I guess Fightville. Never heard of it. Cobra with Sylvester Stallone. Let's see, this is a fighting UFC DVD, I think. Gremlins on 4K. So fun. We have Joker on 4K. Let's see, John Wick Chapter 1 through 3 on 4K. Let's see, Bloodshot with Vin Diesel. I've never even heard of it. The Lighthouse. Uncut Gems. Oh, this is a Severin title. Awesome. I believe this is the movie called Gwendolyn. I have this one already, but Gwendolyn. Severin. Hot Dog, which is a Synapse title. That's awesome. That's cool. Full Metal Jacket 4K. Ad Astar 4K. I think that's how you say that. I'm not sure. Dune Part 1 on 4K. Let's see, The Night Flyer, which is this a bootleg? Maybe not. I've never seen this on disc before, and it looks kind of like a bootleg, but it's kind of fun. We have Good Boys. Big Trouble Little China, brand new factory sealed. Better Off Dead. Rambo Last Blood on 4K. This is also in the Severin catalog. And I think I already have this one. We have A Quiet Place. This is a steelbook. So that's kind of cool. I think, is this 4K? Yeah, 4K steelbook. Let's see, Queen and Slime. I've never heard of this one either. 1917 4K. This is a alien documentary. This is Emmanuel in America. This is a Mondo Macabre release. We have Fifth Element. Let's see, House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, and Three from Hell. This is the Blu-ray Steelbook, I guess, collection of, looks like it's exclusively from Target. So that's cool. We have Jaws 4K, brand new factory sealed. Die Hard Collection steelbook. Watchmen, or the ultimate cut of Watchmen 4K. We have Dazed and Confused. This is the Blu-ray from Criterion, brand new factory sealed. Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Criterion Blu-ray, which is one that I actually do not have, which is kind of exciting. This is awesome. This is the Dark Knight Trilogy 4K. So it has all 3 Dark Knight films on 4K. We have Knives Out. This is the, is it Blu-ray? 4K Steelbook. Subspecies on Blu-ray. Subspecies 2 on Blu-ray. Subspecies 3 on Blu-ray. I've actually never seen any of these Subspecies movies. Then we have Dracula, or this is Francis Ford Coppola's version of Dracula. American Psycho 4K Steelbook. This is awesome. And then this is the Wrath This is a Vestron video. Actually, I've been missing this slipcover, so very excited about that. And then I have here, this is the Goonies 4K like treasure chest, which is kind of fun. And then the last item here, this is one that I've come across now. I think this is the third time I've come across this item, but this is brand new factory sealed Friday the 13th Ultimate Collection put out by Scream Factory. So this is very, very fun. Yeah, I'm very lucky that I've come across so many different copies of this, but that is it for that box. And so here's that one. But guys, all of that I just showed, all the figures, these big Hobbit items, I got all of that for only $300, which I know is still a lot of money, but when I started looking through what they were selling, I knew that it was a solid deal. And so I am very excited to add a lot of this to my collection. A lot of it will be upgrades, like, I'm trying to think, like Dracula. I think I only have this on DVD, and so this will actually be a nice upgrade for me. I don't have, some of these I don't even have. I mean, the Subspecies movies I actually don't have. And like I said, there's some slip covers in here that I'm missing it for my own collection. And yeah, very, very excited. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of all of this in the comments down below. What are some of the craziest Facebook Marketplace deals you have found? I am very curious because, again, it is such a dangerous place because you find, you know, one box of stuff and then it just snowballs. And so, you know, hopefully this is encouraging to you. Never be afraid to ask on Facebook if they have anything else that they are looking to get rid of, because I will say probably 50% of the time they're going to have other stuff that has not been listed, some stuff that they just, you know, they might not actually be thinking to sell. You know, always just ask if they have anything else, especially if it's something like, I mean, for instance, like a horror figure. Like if they have a bunch of horror movies, ask them if they have any other horror items, and anything like that, because especially if you're able to afford it, obviously that's kind of the big factor. But you never know what they might have. You never know what they might pull out from the back. And I mean, I guess same thing when it comes to a garage sale. If you're at a garage sale and you see a bunch of movies, you know, shoot your shot. Ask if they have anything else like that they're looking to get rid of. And, you know, sometimes they will, sometimes they don't. But yeah, I'm so excited. Guys, this was amazing. I'm thrilled. I'm so, like, I can't believe it. It was worth the 5 hours of driving between, you know, 2.5 there, 2.5 back. It was, yeah, it was worth it. So, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.